Perfect weather. We did have some showers and storms that were kind of just to our south. Those fizzled out. So wish that we could see that similar situation pan out for tomorrow, but not looking to be the case. We're going to be looking at some pretty active weather. So I just want to start with our latest timeline because we are going to be looking at some pretty impactful weather coming across central Ohio going into the midweek. And this is just a look at your Wednesday forecast. Areas highlighted in the green, that's not so much of a threat for severe weather. It's pretty low, but where you see the oranges, especially the red, that's where we're starting to look at elevated, higher risks for impacts. And I'm breaking it down from winds to the top to large hail, tornadoes, and flash flooding, pretty much from 2 p.m. till about 9, 10 o'clock. That's going to be the time frame we're going to be looking at for the potential for some strong storms. More so strong winds, that's going to be the main concern from that 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. time frame, but still looking at that of slightly higher levels of large hail potential, which we really haven't seen much potential for that. And also, of course, the tornadoes, something we're going to keep a close eye on. So looking at the latest threat that we have, and you can see this is really including much of eastern Illinois all the way through Indiana, northern parts of Kentucky, and through the Tennessee Valley and through central Ohio. The latest update actually peeled back some of the enhanced risk, showing a lesser magnitude of severe weather for those in southeastern Ohio, but still, you're going to be looking at the same storms that are going to be venturing through as we head into the day tomorrow. So you definitely want to make sure you have your severe weather plan in place right now so you can kind of get an idea so you're not surprised by the storms tomorrow. Also, there's going to be no tornado siren test tomorrow at 12 o'clock. That is due to the fact that we have severe weather. So we're not going to have our normal test for the tornado sirens, which again is very important given the fact we will be looking at severe weather going into tomorrow afternoon. Things very calm for us this evening. That's going to continue to be the case heading into the early part of the night. Temperature-wise, couldn't ask for better weather, especially for a night at the ballpark. 71 degrees currently. Winds out of the south at 11 miles an hour. It is going to continue to stay very mild. Last night, maybe you stepped outside, realized it was kind of refreshing. It is going to be even warmer. Temperatures are going to be hanging out in the 60s tonight. So it should come to no surprise that our weather is going to be a little bit active for us as we head into your Wednesday. Now, hour by hour, notice these winds out of the south. Not going to be as strong with widespread winds. We have seen some wind advisories issued far to the west in western Ohio. That's going to be for some gusty winds. Not yet anything issued for us. Wouldn't be surprised if we were to see some included in central Ohio, but it's not going to be nearly as windy as some of the last events that we've seen. But some of these storms individually may pack more of a punch. Going into Wednesday morning, no severe weather. Could have a few isolated showers pass through. 2 p.m., that's when we'll start to see perhaps some of the atmosphere become more favorable for these stronger storms to really fire off. And again, that's going to be mainly heading into the late afternoon hours and into the early part of the night. Clusters of showers and storms likely coming in that of waves until the actual front moves through. That'll be from 4 p.m. all the way through the evening commute. And you can start to see that line set up draping from the northwest, pretty much parallel with I-71. That's going to be streaming across heading into the early part of your Wednesday night. The severe threat will be done with by 11 o'clock here in central Ohio. We'll still continue to see some of those strong storms to the south and east, but fortunately not looking like that much of a nighttime event for us, which definitely good news, but still looking at some pretty strong storms and some heavy rain possible. Not looking at any flash flooding really, but we could see some minor spots of flooding in locations where you could be exceeding an inch of rain in just a short amount of time, but definitely focusing all of our attention to what we're going to be looking at for us as we head into your Wednesday. And then watch what we have in store for you going into your 7 to 10 day forecast. Cooler, but actually more closer to average than what we would be this time of the year for Thursday and Friday. Sunny skies and our weather looking pretty calm and dry for the foreseeable future. We're going to climb back up to the 80s perhaps late next week, but we really have a dip in the temperatures tomorrow, but mainly dry conditions. It's not looking like we're going to see a large-scale system sneak in for the weekend, which, boy, we could use a break from that, but also some more pleasant spring-like weather ahead heading into next week.